I am back. Have I recovered? Am I 100% again? I'm still a bit tired, even though I got plenty of sleep. Travel days are tiring. They're always so tiring. And this is one where the flight itself was only like 1 hour and 45 minutes. It was a quick flight. It's just the whole day is like dedicated to traveling, getting up, checking out. I mean, kind of a restful morning since I didn't have to check out till noon, which is kind of cool. But then giving the travel delays, that's kind of mentally taxing and tiring. And there were like 6 different. Although they kept changing the time, they said, okay, original flight was 2:30, and then okay, it's going to be 3:30. No, 3:45. No, 3:20. It's like now you've gone back. It's like because people might think, well, 3:40, I'm going to get to the airport later, and well, now you've taken away. What if they go back to 2:20? So I kind of think once you've committed to a later time, you kind of have to stick with it. And then it was like 3:22, 3:26, 3:25. And then the funny thing is, even when it came to that actual boarding time, they were still wrong. They still boarded late. I mean, maybe 10 minutes late, but still, it's like you don't even know when you're. Don't say the wrong. I don't know. It's just it's normal airport stuff. I mean, this is the way things are. Should they be this way? No. It's just sort of we come to accept the fact that we've just got this kind of chaos, and planes have trouble. I believe what happened was they had some maintenance trouble, so they had to get a different plane and so they had to wait for that plane to land because people were still getting off at the boarding time. Thought, okay, and they were boarding people when they were still cleaning. They're like, okay, we're going to try and get it as close to possible because one of the main things is when you have these delays is there people have connecting flights. They're going to Alaska, they're going somewhere else, and now all of a sudden you've made them miss their flight, or they're going to be really stressed and pressed to get to the next flight. So they try to make up for that. Again, maintenance, whatever. If things aren't working perfectly, then bottom line, you got to have the safest flight in the world. So I understand, but the things they can do to try to make up for it, make it better. Sometimes they don't do a great job that way. Anyway, for me, the flight, no first class upgrade. That was fine. I don't expect it that much. It's just funny that when you fly 90,000 miles, that's still not enough to guarantee. I've had it probably the majority of times, but I think it's down to like 75%, whatever. And next year, I mean, the Boise flights will probably be first class for the most part, but other flights, I think the San Jose flights or whatever, I think they're going to be lower. Florida, they're going to be definitely lower. So I won't see as many upgrades next year, and that's fine. The flight itself, like I said, is pretty good. Sometimes I think, I kind of like the window. It's fun to see get the pictures and the sunset and the Golden Gate Bridge. But other times I think, I should have got the aisle. I do aisle for long flights, so if it's going to be more than 2 hours, I will do the aisle. But sometimes I think, well, I'm trapped myself in here, depending on how often you think you're going to use the restroom, how much you drink, as far as just liquids in general. And then landing, cold Seattle, and next thing I know, I had to get on the train, and that was okay. I had a good seat, but I guess I did occupy it a lot with like studying Spanish and stuff, so it wasn't like it was the worst thing. It's just long. It's an hour and then another half-mile walk when I get here. So when I finally get home, it's just a tiring day. And ironically, for such a short flight, those are some of the shortest flights I take. But it was fun. I think I'm rested up, and now I get a break, and then there'll be a whole lot of traveling next week. So I'll enjoy the rest well. Cheers.